We're really excited about WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 being at E3 this year. Not only because we haven't been there for the last couple years, but we have some really exciting things to show this year. And we have 4 major features that we're going to show off at E3 this year, and they're all centered around gameplay. And we have a lot of next-gen visuals to show, but we're also really excited about showing off the next generation of wrestling. And that's all with gameplay this year. We have 4 major features all centered around gameplay. Our first major feature are user-controlled grappling moves. So instead of the user just sitting back, watching the game happen, watching the game unfold, they'll actually be able to control all aspects of the move this year. What that means is you can get a user into a certain kind of move, say a military press where you get them up on your hands like this, and you have all these different options at your disposal now. You can decide to continue to pump them up and down how many times you want. You can decide when you want to slam them, if you want to taunt them, if you want to walk around to a different position in the ring. All these different options now that's never been in a wrestling game are now in the user's hands. They'll be able to control every aspect of the move. And this is something brand new for wrestling and for SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. We're actually going to have over 40 different interactive user control moves this year. Something that's extremely exciting, something extremely new that we've never had in a wrestling game before, and also gives you a little chance to talk to your opponents while you're able to showboat in your moves. Another major feature that we're having this year, we're showing off at E3, is the environmental damage moves that we have this year. This is along the same lines as the user control moves. You can actually grab your opponent, drag them over to one of our 20 different environmental hotspots, and engage in these new environmental damage moves. To give you an example of what you'll be able to do, you'll be able to drag them over to, say, a steel steps setup. And what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to slam his head on the steel steps as many times as you want. You can choose to slam it 3 times, 1 time, it doesn't matter. It's all up to you. You can choose whether you want to taunt him, how long you want to do, how much damage. All these different options are now in the user's control to be able to control all aspects of these moves. And what's really great about this is that there's all this new discovery within the arena. You can do all these environmental hotspots inside the ring, outside the ring, within the crowd area, backstage areas. You'll be able to explore and find something new every single time you play. So something very cool, something that's never been done in a wrestling game before, and it's really all about giving the user complete control of their superstar. Our next major feature is fighting the crowd. This is something that's been asked by for the fans for a long time now. Now we're able to deliver it with SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. What you'll be able to do is you'll be able to drag your opponent and throw them over the crowd barrier and enter this whole interactive fighting area. In this interactive fighting area, we'll have a bunch of new elements in there, a bunch of new weapons, a bunch of new interactive moves you can do. You'll be able to do some death-defying stunts. All these new elements that bring that kind of chaotic ECW atmosphere of fighting in the crowd. You'll be able to interact with the crowd as well, which is really cool. You'll be able to grab weapons from the crowd and use them on your opponents, all new weapons, such as bottles, title belts, crutches, all these new weapons that you expect bands to bring to the show, you actually be able to grab and use them on your opponent. You can also steal crowd signs from the crowd members as well. You can choose to rip them in half or you want to taunt them. It'll be a fully loaded, fully interactive fighting area for the fans to engage in. And our last major feature this year is a chain reversal system we have this year. So last year we had a chain reversal system that only involved strikes. This year we actually have grapples and strikes. So any attacks you're doing on your opponent, you'll actually be able to reverse and chain into another grapple or strike. And really what this does is this keeps the ebb and the flow of the match going. It keeps the whole fluid motions of attack, reversal, back into another attack. So this kind of brings out all new strategy in the game and all new reversal animations and things that the users haven't seen before. So this is a brand new reversal system that adds a lot more strategy, a lot more competitive attitude towards the game, as well as a more chain wrestling experience you can find in a wrestling game. So with those 4 features, we're really trying to center around user control this year. Complete control of the superstar, and that's what we consider next generation wrestling.